I see Danny down here. He hasn't clicked in yet. I don't know who the other Travorium leader is, but there he is.
Oh, there he is.
Oh,
the man who's always on fire is back on fire again.
Danny, love you. Appreciate you, buddy. I'm going to jump. I know you can run from here.
Oh, man, you know what? I appreciate you too. And I'm glad to see that you're going to stop messing with the percentage. We need more men out here, bro. We need no more men out here, bro. Oh, I mean, every time I look at the ambassadors, I'm like, man, I look like I don't know what you guys call it in the United States when you have one guy and a bunch of women around him. But here in Canada,
right?
In Canada, they call it starts with a G or it starts with a P. I don't know, but
yeah.
I can't wait to see you as an ambassador and to have other leaders, you know, because man, we need you, brother. We need you.
I know. Congratulations. I'm going 4-star director, buddy.
Hey, awesome. My brother, thank you so much. We finally got this moment going where, like I talked about earlier, we're hammering it out, running the text. People are coming left and right. It's all about relations, and you got Rhino back, buddy. You got the Rhino back. So
I'm so proud of you. Way to go. This is just the stepping stone. I know ambassadors next. That means you guys get a trip to Dubai this year, by the way.
How about that, huh?
Yeah. Ambassador pool bonus money every month.
Oh.
And then of course, you know, when you get the Travorium experience and go shopping at Louis Vuitton.
Yeah.
Tammy's going to really like that.
Yeah, we're here with the group right now, 2 other couples, and I was telling Kevin last night, Todd, I said, yeah, we're talking about, I started to go through Cancun, Dubai, we're talking about Paris, France, and we're
New Orleans.
And he's looking at me and I go, and by the way, if we do the Dubai trip, there's a special gift for Tammy that's going to be sitting there, and it's $5,000. And I told him about the Louis Vuitton experience. He's like, you got to be kidding me. I go, no, we'll talk some more about it. But it's just sharing. This whole thing is sharing. It'd be a whole different deal if I said, oh, I want to tell you about a travel company. We're just talking about our travel, and it's made all the difference in the world for us. And yeah, it's good times. Hey, I was going to say welcome back, Dave, but I think you're already down in Mexico again, aren't you?
Yeah, we were in Spain for 9 days, which was a very successful business trip, and this was a planned trip here in Cabo San Lucas. On our Getaway platform, we're staying at Cabo Azul, and we're in a 2-bedroom suite for, after travel points, $249 per week. So we're here for 2 weeks. And this place is, wow. Todd was bragging about his getaway that he went out at Garza Blanca. And that's like, Adele and I have walked through that resort. We've not stayed there, but it's beautiful. We wanted to go. We wanted to be part of that. So we'll get down there sometime soon. But I have to share that this is just as beautiful here at Cabo Azul. So this is our 3rd time here at this resort. We absolutely love it here. Yeah.
Very nice. That is incredible. I'm jonesing for the day where I go from trip to trip, 10 days here, 2 weeks there, you know, and especially, you know, you get to enjoy it with your family. I think they're with you this time.
They are. Yeah.
Your beautiful wife travels with you everywhere. Todd's beautiful wife is traveling with him everywhere. And Tammy and I 4 trips are coming up here in the next 4 or 5 months. So we're experiencing it, but not at the level you guys are. So, you know, we're one step at a time, but I really do appreciate all of you for the support and just the patience. Danny, you know about the patience. Like, it takes a while, and sometimes you got to get your mojo, and it doesn't mean you don't have it. You just don't have it all in place where all the pieces of the puzzle fit, and you feel like everything that you do has a purpose to it in this company. And thanks to everybody, Todd especially, I've got that moment now where you've put the platform out, Dave, the leadership from Danny to obviously Daryl, Maria, to Todd, and just I get to work, and it's not even work. I get to share a great opportunity with great people every day and have fun. I don't know. How did I get so lucky? Thanks for meeting with me that day at your house, Dave. That's all I can say. And then having patience with me while I kind of had to get my act together and, you know, kind of move things around a little bit. We're not all done yet, but at least we're at this moment where you got Rhino back. Let's just put it that way. So exciting times for sure.
Yeah, it's interesting. A lot of people don't know that you were actually my sponsor in the first network marketing business that I found success in back in 1997 or 98, whenever it was we got started in that company together.
And it was just the brotherhood, Dave. I mean, neither one of us thought anything other than let's just go make it happen. I remember you and I sharing the stage and like, who's talking today? And I was so nervous up there. Like back then I was a smoker, everybody. I mean, that's 20 some years, that's 25 years ago. And I'm outside before we even go up having a cigarette and like, oh my God, what are we going to do? What are we going to say? And it was you, myself, Bob, and like 6 people in a room. And those teams went to 50, 60, 70,000 people. And it started with you and I. I don't know if Dave, was it you? Did we meet in the Astro van at the dealership? And I went over the comp plan with you. That might have been Bob, but
I think that was Bob that did that.
Yeah.
I remember that. But I remember many, many times, because it's this whole industry and this business is all about personal growth. Where we started at, or how nervous we were. We weren't comfortable with what we were saying. We were like, it's kind of like you're a 9-month-old baby and you're trying to learn how to walk and you're stumbling all over the place. And we stumbled there together, but we picked each other up and we kept moving forward through all of our adversity and all of our challenges.
Yeah, it wasn't easy. You and I were working full-time jobs at that time.
Yeah.
I remember I'm at a Chamber of Commerce meeting and I look outside and there you are working at like 7 a.m. in the freezing cold. I remember going out there and I remember that conversation. It was yesterday, Dave, and David, and it was, but that was part of the journey. If you can embrace the journey and understand that what your life's like today has no resemblance of what your life's going to be like in 6 months, 12 months, 2 years from now. You just need to embrace the journey. And we did that. And back to the stumbling and bumbling early on, it was literally 60 days later, you and I are looking at each other going, Dave, listen, Tuesday night, you're going to have to go to Riverside. I'll stay here. Wednesday night, I'll go down to San Diego. You stay up here. Thursday night, you might have to go to Lake Arrowhead. I'll go down and I'll meet Kathy Coover she's going to do a meeting down in LA. Literally, I'm telling you, I remember those days once again, like they were yesterday. And we ended up meeting in a meeting a couple of weeks later in Marietta. And not only was it a meeting where we started out with 10, 12 people, but we had to move it to the Sizzler in the back room. And we were pushing people in the business out of the meeting because there was no room for the new people.
I remember those days.
Oh my
I remember
God.
those days, like those were good times. And you know what? We have the same opportunity here. And our job is just to really help people build those 3 beliefs that really allow people to move on in the company. And that's belief in themselves, which is so key. And a lot of times people struggle with that. And then belief in our product, and then finally belief in the company. And we could spend 10 or 15 minutes on each one of those 3 beliefs and helping people through that process. And I know, Todd, that you do such a great job on helping people on those beliefs. And Danny and I actually were talking about that last night. I think Danny just did a training on that as well. So it all starts at the beginning, just to have faith, to believe in things not yet seen, so that you can take action and move forward and create stronger belief in company, self, and product line.
Yeah. By the way, we're getting a ton of comments here. People are just all over the call today and a part of it. So, Dave, I'm at a resort myself. I don't know if you heard, I'm in Palm Springs. So I got a couple of more couples waiting for me right now. I just want to jump on board, get Todd kicked off. We got stories. We're going to have to get on the phone and talk about the stories. Buck Steffens.
Yeah, I wasn't going to come on. I was going to be that mystery guy just listening in the background. But I'm like, man, I got to come on and congratulate you for hitting 4-star director. So
I appreciate it. It's the waiting rooms are going crazy right now. We're on a roll again. So it's great. And we'll train on that as well as we go. So appreciate everything. Thanks for your patience. Danny, thanks for your leadership. Todd, thanks for your brotherhood and you just embracing me and saying, Ryan, we're going to go do this thing. I don't care. And I'm going to prove to you that we're going to do what we've always done and give you that confidence to get back on a roll again. Not that I was missing confidence, just the mindset and all of that. So I'm going to enjoy Palm Springs. You guys keep rolling, man. I know it's going to even get better this call with all of you on. So you're muted, Toddy.
Yeah, have a mimosa for us.
Definitely. I think the margaritas later on today
There
in
you go.
honor of Dave down in Mexico, right?
Hey, 20 years ago, Ryan, you and I went down there with the families when our adult kids were kids, stayed at, I think it was the JW Marriott for a weekend.
Remember that?
Yeah, I do remember that.
Celebrated life at that time and
About the same time too. It's nice and warm down there to hang out by the pool.
1:15 today out here. So
Woo, that's a little bit more than warm.
we're going to take this skin and tan it up a little bit today. That's for sure. So guys, have a
all
great
right.
call. Enjoy yourselves and appreciate all of you. Each and every one of you, everybody in this company has inspired me to change my life, even move forward in a better direction than I thought I was already in. So I'll talk to you all real soon.
All right. Thank you, Rhino. Thank you, Rhino. In fact, Mr. Hart, right as you came on, one of the topics we were talking about is how many people have been buying the $9.99 pack, and we don't even sell it. We don't even bring it up. It's just that when people go to sign up, it's like that. Would you like fries with that? And if you guys are not familiar with that story, there was actually a consultant that McDonald's hired, and they said, we want to increase sales per store. What could we do? And they came up with that magical question. No matter what anybody orders, always ask, would you like fries with that? I don't care what they order. Would you like fries with that? It raised McDonald's net profits, not sales, net profits by over $250 million by asking one little question, would you like fries with that, right? Well, here, people go sign up for titanium, they sign up for platinum, and this moment you say, yes, I want this, the screen comes up, would you like fries with that? Would you like to go on vacation now? It's this $9.99 pack, which causes a lot of people like, hey, what's this $9.99 thing? It's just this pack that lets you go on vacation right now. You get 1,400 points and you get grandfathered in for double bonuses for life. You probably wouldn't be interested in that.
As we continue to, it gets out and our leadership begins to really understand the dynamics of that Travorium pack and why it makes so much sense. Sales in that arena are going to continue to boost her even more. And, so you get to travel now. You want to have, social proof that you're a product of the product and people are going to do what you do. So all those things are important. And then at the end of the day, it's a phenomenal deal. It's also a tax write-off if you strategize it right when you're traveling, and everybody should be doing that. So, we're excited. I mean, just this resort that we're staying at this week, in the room that we got is almost $5,000 retail rate for the week. And again, we're here for $249 for the whole week. So when you hear that, it's like people go, what? It's like, what is that? Like $249 per night? No, for like 7 nights and 8 days, $249. So tons of value. My goodness.
Dave, you gave a great speech to the team in Spain, by the way, and I thought that was just so apropos. In fact, I've repeated it a few times. And you just talked about, if you're going to, do something in business, which you really need to do if you want to get ahead in this life, right? What are you going to go out and sell? I mean, you can sell this widget or this gadget, and there's a lot of fad things, they come along here today, gone tomorrow. But you kind of talked about the travel space and the fact that, it was here 100 years ago, that talk you gave.
Yeah. So, I mean, we have proof that, the travel industry or the travel space has been around for at least 2,022 years. And it's been documented and recorded. The birth of baby Jesus, Mary and Joseph went around to different hotels trying to get a room for the night, and everything was booked up. They couldn't get a room. So they finally came across an inn. I guess they called them inns back then. And the only thing that they could get was a manger where the animals slept. And so they rented the manger for the night. And so we know that travel's been around for 2,022 years at least, and longer than that, but minimum of that, right? Because of that recording of that historical event when Jesus was born. And then the question you have to ask yourself is, do you think that travel is going to be around for another 50 to 100 years? And if the answer to that question is yes, well, that's a pretty good marketplace to be in when you think about Expedia and Priceline, two of the 10 largest companies, internet-driven companies in the world today, and they make money in the travel space. What that does, or what that should say to you, is it should validate the travel space as an industry that you can make money long-term in. And so when you come to grips with that and you think about that, then you move to the network marketing side of the business, and you look at the business model of network marketing, and you have to ask yourself, in the free enterprise system, for the average person, is there a better business model? And I would tell you that there is not a better business model in the free enterprise system than network marketing. And why is that? Because the average person can get started in our business for a couple $100 or $1,399 if you bought everything. Not to mention you get to go travel and create social proof, create a tax deduction. But so now you're in business, and you get an online marketing system, you get your websites, you get your back office that tracks all your sales for you. Your business is global in 60 countries and 4 different languages. You don't have to carry any inventory. You don't have to go negotiate with the hotels. You get to plug right in, and we provide every service for you. You don't have to carry insurance. You don't have to hire employees. You don't have to pay for advertising. You don't have to register in every country in the world. There's so many upsides when you look at this business model, and you look at it from an analytical point of view of, does it make sense to be in a business like this? And the uncommon, or the denominator that is exponential in growing your business is the fact that, hey, listen, you get paid to do a couple things in our business. Number one, you get paid to talk to people and share our business opportunity. And, they either say yes or no, and you move down the road. If they say yes, guess what? Your next step is to help them share the business opportunity with people they know. As people buy memberships in our service and you train and develop them in your team, a volume of business comes into your network. And you're getting paid not on your own efforts, but you're getting paid on the efforts of many, many people, because people around the world have dreams, desires, and aspirations on trying to figure out how to free up their time, trying to figure out how to have more out of life. And one thing for sure is that we all need to make money to be able to have control of our time. Money is neither good or evil, but money is an increment of time that allows us to do what we want to do in life. Because money, when you have money, you can buy back your time. You can hire a butler, you can hire a house cleaner, you can hire a maid, I guess you can hire a maid. There's all these different things that you could use money for that free up your time to be able to do the things that you want to do. And, in life, we have choices, and the choices that we make lead to the lifestyle that we have. And so, when you have a business like Danny's business, where he's in control of his time, he still works the business probably harder or as hard as anybody else, but he gets to do it in his own time. He could do it on the beach when he's talking to people. Todd Strand, he gets to do it in his beautiful backyard. He gets to do it when he's walking through Home Depot. He's making a phone call or picking up a call and encouraging somebody or helping them develop their business. So it's not get rich quick, but I tell you what, it sure is, in my estimation, is make money smart. Because as you build a team and you create an organization of people that are inspired by what they see in it for them, it only creates a compounding effect for you in the business. Meaning that the efforts of somebody else, when they see their dreams, desires, and aspirations have the ability and the chance or the opportunity to become real, there's nothing that's going to stop them from doing the business. Both of you guys have many, many people in your organization that are tremendous leaders making 6 figures a year that would go on and build this business regardless of whether I was here or you were here. Why? Because they see something in it for them and their family. And they want to have control of their own time. They want to be able to do the things that they want with whom they want because they want. I think that's a Todd statement, right? So, you know, this is why I believe it to be the most perfect business in the free enterprise system for all those reasons. And it's very low risk to get started because we're not asking somebody when they come here to quit their full-time job, their career, or their business that pays their bills and creates the lifestyle that they currently have. We're saying, no, no, no. We're going to show you how to incorporate the Travorium business inside your lifestyle, maybe sacrifice a few hours each week to go build a business to create a secondary income with the potential of overcoming your primary income. But the key thing is there's no risk because you're not going to have to go out on the limb and just, you know, count on your Travorium business to fund or create your income that takes care of your current lifestyle or your way of life. And because of that, it is again, a phenomenal business opportunity for people. And in business, I mean, literally I remember I used to wash and wax cars for a living. And I literally would spend $50,000 putting a truck on the road by the time I put equipment in the truck and I paid for the van. I guess it was Astro vans, and I paid for the equipment. I put everything on the road. And so I had that initial investment of money sitting there, and I'd have to put gas in it every week. I'd have to pay for an employee. I'd have to pay for the wax, the equipment repair, everything that went along just to maintain that vehicle.
Yeah, workman's comp, unemployment insurance.
Everything. And then on top of that, I had to hustle my tail off and go out and, you know, create work or do the marketing to keep that van busy. So that investment of money that I put into that van paid off. Well, guys, your investment in this business is you and your ability to communicate and talk with people. And if you work on your communication skills, you're most undoubtedly you're going to get better at our business. And it's just an action step. And that's why it's so important to be part of these Saturday trainings in the morning. You know, I see the list of people that are on here. I know there's people on Facebook. I know that there's people on this chat right now. But how many people on your team need to be listening to what these guys are all saying? Because every weekend, I mean, they bring it every single weekend. And what they're doing when they're sharing how to build this business and this opportunity and teach you is they're one thing for sure is that they're giving you a sample of their conviction level on how they believe in the business. And I think that's one of the biggest reasons why all these guys and gals find success is because when you hear them talk about Travorium, you know they believe in what they're doing. There's no hesitation. And that's one of the things that when you come on a call like this and you get your team on a call like this, that they get to hear it. And the more and more they hear that conviction level and that belief and the analytics of why to do this business and how to do this business is only going to help them become more successful in the business. So you have to be around it. I mean, we could go on for a long time talking about these subjects. But, you know, I think that if you want to build a successful business here at Travorium, one of your goals is that where you push people is once they're in the business, once they've made the commitment to build Travorium, is that you can always push them to be part of the trainings so they can become better at sharing the opportunity. You know, there's nothing wrong with calling up Desmond and saying, hey, Desmond, the call's starting here in about 20 minutes. And just click in and listen into the call. Be part of the call. Take notes. Make this a priority. If you've got people on your team get them on the call and get people to take those types of action steps. It's very important, because it's important that if you want to be successful in our business, that, you know, you got to work on your ability to communicate with people, because your communication skills will control the quality of your life. If you have great communication skills, hey, you know what? You're going to have a better relationship with your spouse. If you have great communication skills, your kids are going to know you better. They're going to love you more, and you're going to love them more. Well, it's the same within this business. You see, every time we open our mouth and talk to people, we tell them who we are unequivocally. And so your craft or your tool in this business that you have to continually work on is your ability to communicate. Todd said it before, and at the call, he says, hey, one of the great things about our industry or this business is the fact that, hey, you can't strike out. It's not like baseball where you go up there and they throw a pitch and you miss and swing and strike out. You don't strike out here in Travorium. You may miss the ball when you swing. You may miss properly communicating with a prospect on how to get in business. But if you're always in a mindset of, I need to learn, I need to be around the leaders that are having success, and you tweak the way you communicate with people, eventually you're going to find success, and you're going to say the right things to the right people, and you're going to be able to understand how to encounter every objection and how to walk through the minefield of the communication with negative people where it doesn't affect you. So you're doing the right thing if you're on this call. If you want to magnify your business and grow quicker, you have to implement what you hear and take action on those comments and statements. And then finally, you have to get your team on calls like this. Because if you want to move an organization of people and you want to move memberships through your network, you have to have a group of people all moving to the same chord of the same music. And so you're doing the right thing. If you're here, you want to 10X it, get your team on here as well. So Todd, I didn't mean to take over that, but you asked me, and that was kind of somewhat of the conversation I had with the team in Spain. And of course, Adela did a great job, because I would have to say that, make that that presentation, and then she would translate it in Spanish. So anyhow.
Well, you just said a whole lot. I'm sitting here taking notes. So when you talk about our industry, you said it's the best place for leverage. It's the best place for scale. It's the best in terms of risk and reward, right? I mean, you had to go put up $50,000 to make how much on a truck versus here. Someone can join for, $299, and what's your upside, right? We got people that are eventually
$1,300 are in business.
Yeah, you got people here making multiple six figures, soon to be seven, right? I mean, you can't do that with a single truck, right? You got the biggest safety nets, no cap on its upside, allows people to do it in flexible times of their day and life. This is an industry, by the way, that pays out over $250 million a day in commissions to families like yours and mine. And it's a place where you can fail unlimited times. So you can't do that as a doctor. You might be able to screw up one surgery. By the time you screw up two, they take your license, right? Here, you can screw it up as much as you want. It doesn't matter how many times you miss the ball. You can go back, work on your skill set, listen to the seminar one more time, get on the training with Danny one more time, get on the training with Mr. Hart one more time, go back there and take some more hacks, right? You can fail your way. So, I mean, when you look at that industry compared to everything else out there, it's and of course it's travel, it's fun. And so, yeah, pretty incredible. So, I thought the speech was amazing, David.
Our product is, lifestyle like this you see here. I mean, this place, here's the kitchen. We have a full kitchen. We got a living room. We got a balcony that looks out on the ocean. 3 different, two bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. I mean, this place is incredible. And this is our product. So having conversations with people about our product is an easy conversation to have.
Yeah, especially with the palm trees in the back of you.
Yeah, it's not bad.
I don't
right.
know if you,
Thank you, Mr. Hart.
One thing I noticed real quick is the kids, they're in the background. They didn't go in the pool. They're listening to their father building the business. They're learning from the source. That's like so powerful. They're there on the couch and they're like this, like they're hearing it over and over again. So imagine being able to teach your kids by being part of the bar. Like you're building a business, the kids are there, they're living proof. These kids are like, they're already sold. They already have the belief. They travel with their father, right? They see the lifestyle that they have because of the hard work of the father. This is better than school. So for everyone out there that has a family, think about it. You're creating memories. You're teaching your kids the values of hard work. You're teaching them how to leverage on this business, the kind of life they can have. I mean, it's like a full circle. I mean, just when you share the camera and I see them on the couch, they could have been anywhere. They're like, no, we're right here. Dad's working. But they're registering, right? They're listening in the background, right? They're listening in the background. I took some notes too, Todd. I mean, just that line right there about 2,000 years ago with Jesus, like looking for, I mean, those are the kind of things that sometimes you're talking and I remember things that you say. And I'm like, oh, remember when Todd said that, you know, yeah, okay. And now tonight I have David's line, communication. If you want to be good at doing communication, when you come on Zooms like this and you hear different, like how to say certain stuff, people don't realize how expensive it is to start a business. They have no idea. You just broke it down, right? And by the way, I would never do what you did because that looks like a whole lot of work, right? I mean,
a whole lot of work.
I mean, it sounds cool, right? Mobile car cleaning. There's a lot of cars out there. That seems like exponentially, right? That's like big business. But then I remember one thing. I'm like, I could have a car wash business, mobile, but then I'm limited to my city. I'm limited to my surrounding. This business, right? I was just on a call with someone that I met online, right? And he's in Punta Cana because he saw me there. He's like, man, you're an inspiration. I want to do what you do. I go, by the way, do you realize that not only have access to people in Dominican Republic, but we're open like 60 plus countries? Like we are worldwide. Like we have access to the world and we don't have to sell the beach. I mean, if you're allergic to the sun, the beach, the ocean, freedom, if you're allergic to that, yes, that's not for you. If you're allergic to money, yeah, it's not for you. Todd, you mentioned you could miss 100 times, but that means like, what, are you going to run out of people? There's 7 billion people, right? And every second, like there's a new baby being born. You just can't catch up to the birth rate that's happening right now. You cannot miss, you can't run out of prospect, right? Last thing I add too, I mean, you could tell your partners to be a fly on the wall. Like, is it hard work to just connect on the Zoom? If you're driving to work right now, I mean, put the Zoom in your car. Like, if you're at work right now, you're probably doing something that's kind of like, you know, you keep doing the same thing over and over. You could have it in your earpiece. I mean, there's no reason not to be connected. It makes no sense for partners. Like, we're here right now, and this is free. I know people that pay thousands and thousands of dollars to listen to leadership. We're out here free, right? And the more, like, I mean, the more you connect and you listen, you're basically telling your mind, you're training your mind at the same time. You might not think that you're not taking notes and start working, but your mind is listening, right? You have the CEO and founder on a Saturday. Saturdays for CEOs, day off. Like, right, it's day off. He's here listening to the training, right? And giving training on top of it. Now, does he have belief in the product? Yes, obviously he's traveling. We see him. Does he have belief in his company that he poured his heart and soul? He paid out the millions that we didn't have to put out the millions, right? I did that to everybody every day. I said, man, if I had $1 million, I would not start my own company. Even if I had 10 million, I would do it. I'm gonna keep my 10 million, do something else. I already have $1 billion business that does everything for me. I only have to share it, right? I only have to share it. Thank you, David, for putting all these millions out there to create something for everyone to participate. My friend last night, he's a salesman, right? Todd, I guess you could say that our profession, we're salesmen, we're professional talkers. So, you know, we salesmen. He was sitting there, I was at his house at 3 o'clock in the morning. He just bought his house. He just bought a house, put $60,000 down. He's like, Danny, come and see my new place. He goes, you know what, Danny, I make, about $150,000, but I'm not happy. I go, what do you mean you're not happy? He goes, man, if I don't make a sale tomorrow, I don't make nothing. If I don't make another sale, like his father taught him, you're only as good as your last sale, right? So he's like, Danny, like I make money, but I'm scared. Because, I mean, what happens to, he sells railings. He goes, well, if the housing bubble busts, People are not going to be stuck with their mortgage. You're not going to buy railings. You're not going to make your house look nicer when you're having problem paying your mortgage. He goes, I'm scared. I make good money, but I'm scared because I'm not as good as my last sale. And he looks at me, he's like, man, you have the good life. Yeah, I mean, your business is unstoppable. David, you just said it. Our business is unstoppable. I mean, this is the line that everyone could use right now. Do you think travel is going anywhere? Like, where's travel going? I mean, I know for a fact, right? I know for a fact, I might not be around when that happens. I don't know. But one day we'll probably travel to Mars, right? And if Travorium is still there, which I'm like 99.999, right? It's going to be there. Then we might have that third option. Oh, by the way, your points could get you some seats.
We call that the diamond pack. That's the diamond pack.
That'll be like the diamond pack. That'll be like the diamond pack. We could get you some seats, you know. But that travel is big and it's not going anywhere. And I'm happy and I'm blessed. Thank you, David, for being on tonight. I took so many notes. I'm going to watch it again and again and again for everything I was told tonight. But I know I have the belief, and I want you guys to share your belief, right? We're not going to do a training about that tonight. But if you believe in the company, if you believe in travel, and you believe in yourself, people need to know. People need to see it, right? Your teammates, your partners need to see it. So you need to be plugged in on those Zooms. You need to be there. You need to, when you go on a live, whether you're watching on a live on Zoom, you need to message them, say, are you there? I don't see you. Where are you? Last night, you asked me for help. Last night, you said you want to grow your business. I don't see you. It's free to participate. You should be here, right? You want to make extra money, but I don't see you. Where are you? Send that message out. Tell your partners, where are you? Cuckoo, hi. Good morning, Saturday, where are you? Right? You need to be here, right? And people need to see it on your profile. People are telling me, Danny, we are in a $200 billion industry. I'm like, yeah, that's one of our slides, right? Social media. So if people on social media don't even know what you do, how do you want them to come to you? You still got to go to them. Before them to come to you, they need to know where you're at. Are you part of Travorium? Are you in a travel business? What business are you in? If I look at your profile, right, and all I see is birds, I might think you're like a bird man. Maybe you feed the bird. I don't know what you do, right, Todd? I know what you do. I see on your shirt. I know what David does. I see him traveling. Nobody can look at my profile and have any doubt where I am. So I get back to you, Todd, but I'm blessed to be here. And I think this call, this training, let's message people that weren't here and tell them they missed something. They missed something, right? And they're not going to get the same effect on a replay. This is live. Boston played last night. I don't want to watch a replay. It's not the same effect, right? I want to watch live. Todd, you watch football live. Don't you like live football better than recorded football, right?
You got all the suspense and drama.
Yeah, live. So I encourage everybody to tune in live next Saturday. I don't know how many people got on the Zoom right now, but don't come here alone. Don't come here alone.
Hey, boy, to your point, Danny, I want to give a shout out to Tony. Tony wrote, laughing out loud, I'm literally cleaning my office desk, paying bills, and listening to awesome information here. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Another point you made, you talked about our business is not localized, right? When Mr. David Hart put up that $50,000 to go, do mobile car wash, he's localized. Maybe you can go to Palm Springs, right? But you can't start cleaning cars in Nevada and Washington, D.C. and Texas, right? So he's localized. Well, Sasha wrote, I cannot wait. My goal is to have my business go international. And Sasha, I promise you, if you just keep recruiting in your backyard, before you know it, you're going to have a team in Japan. How do I know that? Because we have a team in Japan. If you can't tell, I don't speak Japanese. And so, it kind of bounces from person to person to person. It'll happen for you. Again, do the basics, 3 to 5, talk to 3 to 5 people every single day, being consistent. You can't do it. Well, no, Todd, see, look, I'm going to talk to 35 on Saturday. No, talk to 3 to 5 every single day. Well, no one said yes last week. That's okay. Keep talking to 3 to 5 every single day. Well, somebody signed up and didn't do anything. That's okay. Keep talking to 3 to 5 every single day. See, consistent activity does not produce consistent results, but it always produces success. I'll say that again. Consistent activity does not produce consistent results, but it always produces success. So it's like you get in the batter's box and strike out 10 times. get in the batter's box, strike out 10 times, get in the batter's box and hit 2 home runs, success, right? So you're not always going to have consistent. I mean, I've had periods, by the way, where I thought maybe I had halitosis, right? Like, man, I don't think I've sponsored anybody in weeks. I mean, I'm talking to people, but nobody's signing up. I mean, that happens to Danny. That happens to Daryl. That happens to Ryan. That happens to me. That happens to everybody. Like, I did use mouthwash, didn't I? I mean, you know.
Todd, I don't even know how that works because we're usually like this. So I don't know if it goes through the phone.
Exactly. It's like, I mean, so you go through like this like slump, right? But then there's weeks like, oh my gosh, I mean, I could do another role every time I call somebody, they're getting signed up, right? In fact, a couple of funny stories real quick, Danny. You'll love this one because we were talking about the waiting room, and we had Mary and Karina. So Karina was a prospect of Mary's, right? And I said, well, Mary, look, I got 2 people in the waiting room. See if, you know, Karina wants to say, well, you know, Karina this and Karina that. Well, no, just call Karina. Just let me, yeah, you know, but Karina, like, oh, do you want me to come? Yeah, it might be better if you do it, right? So I literally sent a text. Hey, Karina, I have 2 people in the waiting room. Did you want to get signed up? She goes, yeah, have Mary send me her link. Mary calls me back and go, I know I made that look simple. We just, again, it's not personal, right? Some will, but Karina might've said, no, it's no problem, Karina. Hey, we'll come back around. We're going to keep building.
But,
you know
but
what I mean?
Todd,
We're here for you.
What would happen? What would happen if she would have said no? Would you have went to the bathroom and cried for 2 hours? Would you have not gone to your hot tub in the backyard? Would you have not gotten paid today? What would happen if she would have said no? You go on, you still live your life.
Yeah, you move on. You move on.
I mean, your rent still, your house is still paid. Like people have jobs and they think like when they get a no, that their whole life goes to something, you know, your life continues anyways. You're still going to have your mortgage paid. You're still going to go do whatever you do because you're doing this part-time anyways. So it doesn't matter. Good point.
Yeah. So just stay out there, guys. If you stay out there, be consistent, 3 to 5 every day, 10 pages of a good book. You can't skip that part. Being on these kinds of trainings, listening to 15 minutes of positive audio, right? Well, I thought I did that yesterday. Well, you brushed your teeth yesterday too, right? You need to do it again today. All right. Yeah. I showered yesterday. Well, you need to do it again today. Right. I mean, so the same things with the mind. When you get out there, there's so much negativity. You're being bombarded with negativity constantly. You got to go back and renew the mind every single day. Right. You sharpen this thing up here. Right. I work harder on yourself than you do on your job. If you work hard on your job, you make a living. If you work hard on your mind, work hard on yourself, you'll make a fortune. So with that, we're going to bring it to a close. Appreciate you being here, Danny. On fire as always. Congratulations to you. Hey guys, Danny was placing in the recruiting contest for the company. So, I mean, Danny ain't just out here telling people, I mean, he's out there doing it. One of the top guys recruiting in the entire company. And it's not exactly like he's new. I mean, he's been here a while, right? I mean, he's been through his list once, twice, 3 times. He's still out there, still doing his businesses all over the world. He can sit back and put a card like, yeah, that's right. I got my team in France, team in Belgium, got my team in Canada, got my team over here. I mean, he can sit back, but he's not. He's out there on the front lines, doing it as much or more than any other single person in the company, right? And so again, one last comment. I got another lady in my business. Her name is Tatiana. Shout out to her. She's just, English is her second language. Russian is her first language, right? And Tatiana has signed up a bunch of people. She's about to go 1 star. And I don't mean this is a derogatory thing to Tatiana. She's new. She's got a lot going on. But the truth is, if you call Tatiana and say, hey, how do you get to the website? I do not know. How do you go do this? I do not know. How do you do this? I do not know. How's your business going? I just put people on phone with Todd. I mean, so good. I mean, someone that knows nothing is doing a lot better than a lot of you. They're trying to know everything, right? Just put people on the phone with Danny, put people on the phone with Daryl, put people on the phone with Dr. Phyllis Terry, on the phone with Renithia, and put people on the phone with, Deborah Taylor, and put people on the phone with anybody other than yourself. And if you're doing that, if you're reaching out and doing that, things are going to happen. So Danny, final word, we'll be out of here.
Yo, like you just said, get out your own way. Let us do the work. Get out your own way, do the work. And you know what? The reason why I got that win, because I put in the work. As a leader, you have to show people that you do the work. Todd, you did it. Congratulations to yourself, to you too, right? You did it. You show the proof. You're out here helping us, coaching us, and you're recruiting, because that's the job, Rita. Recruiting. Add blood to your business, right? Not everybody. I mean, if you keep signing Danny Seguignol, it's going to take you a whole year to make money. So you need to recruit more people, because I waited a whole year before getting started. So when you sign someone up, don't be like, oh yeah, I got someone. Say, I gotta get something else. Because if they're Danny, they're gonna wait a whole year, right? So recruit, 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 recruit. And by the time you're like, oh wait, that was Danny. Damn, I'm making money right now, right? So recruit, you never know when people are gonna get fired up. But God bless everybody. Come back next week, and I appreciate you, Todd.
All right, guys. Tomorrow night, the fireside chat with Ambassador Deborah Taylor and Pastor Melkees. Monday night, Cobra Day call, Mr. David Hart. Hey, guys, don't let the day end without talking to some people. Appreciate you being here. God bless. Bye, everybody.